Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black and Healthy podcast. My name is Jasmine Gillum and I am the owner and creator of Black and Healthy. And today we have a very special guest, which is near and dear to my heart. But before we get into who I have with us today, make sure that you connect with the Black and Healthy podcast on Apple, Spotify, and also subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you also connect with Black and Healthy on Facebook and Instagram and our website at www.blackandhealthy.com. So, without further ado, today let's welcome Jessica Eason with Forever Young Spa. And y'all, I'm super excited about this episode today because what y'all don't know is that Jessica is my esthetician. And I have had so many people that have complimented me on like my skin many a times. And at any given moment in time, like I always tell them like, this is my esthetician right here. And I also kind of share like the backstory of how we became connected as well, which we will get into. But tell them a little bit about what you do.
Yeah. So I own Forever Young Spa, and I have been in business for 6 years.
Yeah.
It does not feel like it,
Yeah.
but it's been 6 years, and so that's been a wonderful experience. I started in a small location, built my way up, and then decided to go back small. And I've just enjoyed being in the spa atmosphere. I was working in healthcare for a long time, about 11 years,
Oh.
and I just had the passion of makeup
Yeah.
and beauty and wanting to make people feel beautiful inside and out.
Yeah.
And in order to achieve that, I said, I need to go to school to be an esthetician. So I like being legit. I come from a family of educators.
Okay.
So that's a big part of my background. So I knew that that first step was going to be an esthetician and to get my license.
Yeah.
So in 2019, I did receive my license as a licensed esthetician. And I worked with a lady with Forever Young Day Spa for about 3 months. And after I worked with her for 3 months, she decided to be a stay-at-home mom. And I was like, don't leave me.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. This is my first start, and I enjoyed the atmosphere of working in a day spa. And I didn't want to have to start over anywhere else. And so I took her by the hands, and I said, please sell it to me. Let me be the next Forever Young Day Spa owner.
Yeah.
And after a process of going through that, then we started to work on that process. And by October of 2019, I was the owner of Forever Young Day Spa.
Wow.
And it was a leap of faith because I was just like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
I've never owned my business before. I don't know what to expect. I feel like I was jumping in water and not knowing where I was about to swim.
Yeah.
So ended up where I did have one massage therapist there. So it was me and one other massage therapist. And ended up working the business for a little bit. But then, like everybody knows, COVID hit.
Yeah.
So after buying the business and having that business, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? This is my livelihood.
Yeah.
And I ended up where just going with the flow, with just being at home. I didn't feel like I had to necessarily, quote unquote, figure things out. I just trusted that God was going to provide and make a way.
Yeah.
So coming back, I ended up where some of the people couldn't get in touch with me, and I was like, what is going on? So I finally figured out that with the phone calls, there was a disruption in the phone call. So once I got that established, then they started trickling back in, but it was almost like a press and restart. So at first I started with a high clientele, and then the diminish, and then it was like I was starting my own business back over.
Yeah.
Because there are people afraid, and I didn't blame them. So, press restart, built the business. Everything started to kind of come back back to normal. And after that, just continued to grow within the space I was in. And once I was growing within that space, I was starting to get comfortable, building connections, starting to work with other entrepreneurs, just getting ideas. Just didn't feel like I didn't want to do it by myself.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was better to connect than it is to be like, oh no, I'm doing it all by myself.
Yeah.
So after doing that, then I started to realize, I was like, I'm doing great. I want to expand. I started having other massage therapists come to help me because my business was building back up. So I had 4 massage therapists, and then I had 4 estheticians in a small area. Now this place that I was located, it was a 900 square foot building. So it was 3 rooms, so it wasn't a lot of space, but it was a rotation of people. So the opportunity was still there. So I decided to move forward and move into a new location. And I had big dreams and goals for this next location, which was down the street from where I was located. And this is the east side of Spartanburg where I was located. And I decided to go ahead and give other people opportunity. So I went from a 900 square foot building to a 2,600 square foot building. And it was something that I wasn't afraid of. I wasn't afraid of the move because I would drive by the building before I even start to be in the rental position. And I want to be in that building. One day I'm going to be in that building.
Oh, I love that.
And I always speak it. I love that building. And God finally put me in that building.
Yeah.
He put me in there. He let me have what I asked for. So I had multiple estheticians and massage therapists coming through. I even ended up having a cosmetologist who helped eventually. And I was in that building for 3 years, but over the time, I just decided it was better to come back to where I was from ground zero and just be more simplified. It was, I believe that everybody has their level of what they can handle and what's best for them. And I had to think about, well, what is best for Jessica? What is best for Forever Young Spa?
Yeah.
And so I ended up rebranding. So that was a scary moment. Going from Forever Young Day Spa to Forever Young Spa, switching the spelling. What's so funny is I had somebody think I was Asian.
Yes.
And I was like, I didn't know that.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I laughed at that because they're like, your eyes. And I was like, my eyes? I said, I can't see it. But when I sat there and thought about it, I was like, well, you know, some people are Blasian, you know, and what they call Blasian. And I was like, okay, well, I can see why somebody would think that. But I ended up changing it anyways, changed the spelling. I wanted to get something where it was something people would understand that it was still me, but just a little different.
Yeah.
I wanted to present it with just more of an elegance atmosphere. I did have wanted to do upscale where I was already at, but just something just a little bit different. So I changed my colors, I changed my aesthetic, I did all the things. But while I was in that building, I didn't necessarily push it out because I had to feel like the right moment was there. So anyway, so I went on ahead and decided to move to my 3rd location, which is where we are now. Okay, so I'm now at 1400 Bowling Springs Road, and that's Spartanburg, 29303. But now I'm here. The establishment is very much liberating, very much calming. I get a lot of people come in. I ask, so when you walk in, like, what's the feeling you get? And they'll say peaceful. And I love that. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Is for people to be in a place where they feel peaceful.
Yeah. Well, I would like to say, well, I'm pretty sure I've been to all three of your locations, which I want to go back in a second to 2019 and 2020. So yeah, I've been in every space, and I will say every space I've been in has been peaceful for me personally.
Good, good.
But I will say it's not necessarily, I mean, the space has a part in it, but it's also the person. It makes a big difference. So wherever you go, you will create a space of peace and serenity. Just so you know. Yes. So yeah. So I love the fact that, like, for me, I guess because like I'm an adult, and so I think you're the one business that I have been with like for a few years, like
nice.
consistently. Yeah. And so again, like to be able to see your journey is like really cool and stuff, because like I didn't know that you had, like had just became licensed, you were in healthcare and all those things or whatever. For me, funny enough, back then, years ago, I mean years ago, when the actual young owned the business, that's who I was going to, right? And this is when I first started getting the cat snatched, okay, y'all. And so I think this is like college days, as a matter of fact, maybe even high school. I don't remember, but I know I was very young. And then like I was like, not doing that again. Going back to the razor, right? And so then like years later, whatever, I came back home, and so like trying to get my maintenance in. I'm getting older, yada yada yada. And so then again, Forever Young was still around. So I was like, let me try to go back. And then I learned that about you, and I was like, that's a black woman. Wait a second. That's a black woman. Because I've also been intentional about supporting like black businesses, but also being able to like black women.
Right.
Because like, a black woman's skin. Like like it's a lot different. And I mean, like, skin isn't always everything, but it also is like also important as well. On the relatable part of it, of being able to understand, like, if I don't know something, I feel a lot more comfortable asking you, but like, girl, what's this mean? What is that? And stuff like that. So when I came to you, it was COVID time. And y'all, my skin was acting up. And I've never in my life had my skin acting up like that, except for one time, and that was like when I was a teenager and I went on birth control. That's a little secret, y'all don't know. But yes. And so my whole forehead like broke out, but my body was adjusting. So other than that, shout out to my mama. My mama started me like very early on skincare. Mary Kay to be exact.
Oh, yeah.
The Velocity brand. And so my mama, one thing she made sure was that I washed my face, and she told me drink water. And this is me in middle school or junior high school. And I kept up with doing that. So then by the time that the pandemic came around, like, I'm good. My skin is fine. And then when we had to start wearing those masks, mind you, I think my mom, like, she would say, she was like, I'm combination skin, which means I can be oily and dry, right? That's what I mean, right? Yeah.
That's right.
And so I think maybe at one point in time, I was told I was acne prone, but I had never really like had a full on breakout that like you would see in these commercials where people just have more severe cases. And so to me, like, I might have a little breakout like here and there, like a little pimple, yada yada, but that was it, and it was gone. But no. when that pandemic came and I had to wear a mask consistently at the place I was working at the time, all that moisture was getting trapped inside the mask, and the material wasn't breathable either, or it was too rough for my skin, and my skin went berserk. And it was like burning and a little itchy, and I was like, oh no, 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 I gotta do something about this. I'm too grown. There's no way that I was in my late 20s at the time, that this is now happening to me, and I've never had these problems. So who do I go to? Jessica. And then Jessica put me on a whole, well, not a whole, but like I already had a skincare routine, but it was more so of like upgrading it,
Right.
if you will, and adding just a few things to help with the craziness that was taking place. And y'all, when I tell you, my skin came back to life and went back to normal like it was supposed to. And now that's literally what I do all the time. Like, I stick with my skincare routine religiously. And I'm very intentional about like not going to sleep with my makeup on. Right. If I do fall asleep with my makeup on, I wake up in the middle of the night and I ensure that I clean my face properly. And just over time, like, because, people, they compliment me and they think I'm younger than what I actually am. Like, I appreciate that. I don't take that for granted. And so by doing so, I one, have my skincare routine, but I also take preventative measures as well.
Right.
And so you kind of help me with that, of thinking like, okay, as I'm getting older, these are things that I need to consider. Like, yes, this still can happen to you no matter how old you are. So then I'm like, okay, what are the things that I can do? And so today we are going to kind of tap into that a little bit for our audience, who you may be someone that has a skincare routine, but you want to know, like, hey, am I in a good place? Or you may be someone that you've never had a skincare routine and you like, where do I even begin? Because the reality of it is your skin can change at any given moment in time. The seasons can have an effect. Just the impurities in the air can do something. What you eat can definitely affect you. You might have some unexpected health complications that come up for you. And you may be like, what do I do? Who do I talk to? Right? And there's two people I think you go to, and it's an esthetician or a dermatologist. Yeah. And so sometimes the dermatologists don't help you with certain things, and they have you go to an esthetician instead. It just depends. So let's dive into this a little bit. So we'll use me for an example. For me, y'all, I don't have, well, to some people it probably is an extreme skincare routine. I'm in my 30s, y'all. So let's dive into our age ranges. What are the age ranges that you see at Forever Young Spa?
Mostly the age ranges I will see is between the age of 30 and it will go all the way up to 80.
Yeah.
I do a lot of anti-aging treatments.
Okay.
That is the bulk of what's going on for what I see on who's coming in, because back in the day, they weren't thinking about their skincare on that level. So they were out sunbathing. They were out not wearing sunscreen, out just not doing the precautions or doing the skincare needed to protect it. Because, I mean, it's an organ. It's the largest organ. So we have to really be careful. I mean, it's porous. So whatever we put in, we have to be careful with that as well. You just can't put anything on your skin.
Yeah.
So pretty much we have to just think about, okay, what was going on to where I got from this point to this point. And in the treatment room, we'll try to talk about, okay, what is the process? Like, what have you been a smoker? Or how much water you drink? How much sleep do you get each night? So those may not seem like they're important, but they are, because it gives us as estheticians an idea on where did this problem start so we can get down to the groundwork and move our way up and find a solution. So some people, they do have issues, much like what I'm saying with anti-aging, doing the anti-aging treatments and all the things. We want to first analyze the skin.
Yeah.
We want to make sure, let's figure out what's going on. Who are you with your skin?
Right.
So you'll have your client. We have clients that are dry. They need extra hydration. And just like you said, the environment can really play a part in it as well, especially in the wintertime. This type of season, oh, we get a lot of people that need hydration. So hydration is a big key. We think, oh, I don't need it. My skin's oily. We still need hydration.
Yeah.
Because your skin's going to overproduce oil because your skin needs to be hydrated. So people think, oh, I don't need it because my skin's oily. And no, the oil can lubricate your skin, but you shouldn't have an overproduction of oil because then it can clog your pores. Then once bacteria gets in there, you start to get...
You're done.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. You just start to get pimples. It can be cystic, acne. And then you run into the whole problem of where it could have started off with a simple skincare regimen. And now you're just having to go through all these invasive treatments because of one faulty thing that could have been prevented.
And that's the thing too. I have these moments sometimes, right? And I'm like, God, like he's not gonna make us struggle in such a way. Like sometimes things are super simple, and it takes like one thing for you to do, and sometimes it's like hydrating yourself versus like you're saying like going through all these different procedures and so forth. And it's just like sometimes we have to zoom out and like you're saying like let's analyze this, like what have you been doing and so forth, or don't assume
Right.
that you don't need something where that one thing could literally be the key to changing whatever it is that can resolve what you need.
Right.
And so with that being said, you said that oil lubricates. And so is there a difference between lubrication and hydration?
Yes.
Let's
So
let people know.
the oil, which comes from the sebaceous gland, is going to give you that production. So then it's going to, like I said, lubricate the skin. The hydration comes from your skin just being dry. So then your whole skin is just dry just by genetics, like I said, environment, and all the things. But pretty much the oil is going to be, of course, that thicker substance, the oily. The hydration is more like a water, like we want to put the water in there. Mostly thinking about your inside of being hydrated too.
Yeah.
And we have to keep this in mind. We are mostly water.
Correct.
So if you're dehydrated, your skin's going to be dehydrated.
And it's going to show.
And it's going to show. So we can put all this stuff on your skin if you don't do your part and drink plenty of water like you do, then your skin's going to look dehydrated. We still help. That's that 15%. But mostly our inside, we have to take care of our inside as well.
Yeah.
So we have to have that water. And that hydration comes out and it shows.
Literally. And so with that being said, this also, like, we're talking about skin and consuming water, but it's the same thing with like working out. A lot of people think that the physical activity of like working out is the majority percentile of your body changing, and it's not. It's actually the least part. Your diet is actually the larger percentile that contributes to the change in your body. So it's the same thing I would say with skin.
Yes.
Is what you put into your body is a higher percentile of that.
Right.
So being hydrated doesn't only consist of drinking water, neither. It's also what you eat.
Yeah.
So you can eat lots of fruits, lots of vegetables that contain water. And this way you do your homework and what those fruits and vegetables are. And if you, I mean, look, we already love fruits as it is.
Yes.
Some of y'all don't like vegetables, and I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you, but I will encourage you to figure out a way that helps you to consume vegetables more.
Right.
Because like you really underestimate the power of a vegetable. Like literally our vegetables are plants that literally are powered by the sun.
Right.
And with that, that is putting power into your body, and it's replenishing you. It is powering your body to restore your organs, to just help them all together. And like Jessica said, your skin is literally the largest organ on your entire body. So therefore, like, contribute to that.
Right.
You know, help your body. Your body is going to tell you, hey, I need this. And a lot of people hate water.
Right.
Which is so interesting to me. I get it. Because people are like, it don't taste like nothing. But it's like, what it may be is that your palate may be off. So therefore, you're not able to recognize the different tastes of water. And so once you start drinking a lot more water, I promise you'll be able to tell the difference, like what the differences are in water. Yeah.
I was going to say that, of course, we supply water here for our clients, but I am so big on spring water.
Yes, let's talk about it.
I know. I would not drink, you could not catch me to drink spring water 2 years ago. And my brother-in-law, he brought in some Deer Park spring water, and that's all he had. And I was like, I do not want to drink this, but I am parched right now. And so I drank some, and I was like, kind of thought for a second. I said, this isn't that bad. So now it's like the only thing I go towards the spring water. That's what I want. Yes. Now I can drink the others, but I just feel like it's more close to earth than you can get.
Yes.
To me, that's how I feel.
Yes.
Like it's more natural.
Yes, it's mineralized water. It's naturally mineralized water.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So, with that being said, I did not like Deer Park. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, I was like, what? It tastes like this deer that's on this bottle. Like, it tastes like that deer was in this water, and it's just disgusting. I'm not even going to hold you. But, back in the day, I will confess, I was drinking Dasani. Our family, we were a Dasani family. But then I learned about reverse osmosis and them putting a little bit of salt in the water and things like that, yada yada yada. And then over time, when you get older, your body changes. Everything from your pH to just you're gaining, you're losing, all the things. And so with that being said, spring water, it was alkaline water.
Yes.
Alkaline water was a thing back then. Good God. But then some people do not have a great reaction to alkaline water. It just depends on the makeup of your body, But spring water is naturally mineralized. So if you're drinking water that is, again, the reverse osmosis and things like that, and they have to put the minerals in there, you're not hydrating your body.
Right.
You are just drinking tasteless water, I guess you can call it that.
Yeah.
But when you drink spring water, as Jessica mentioned, like that's actually, to an extent, is hydrating your body. Now again, I would say I'm not a doctor in no way, shape, or form, but in one of the episodes with Joni with Bald Flower Apothecary, we talked about consuming like fruits with water, and that helps you to absorb nutrients as well. If you're like, I don't want it, I don't like it, there's other ways for you to consume water. You just have to find out what works for you.
Right.
But if you're gonna drink drink the water. That's spring water. If you want to feel a little fancy, you don't want Deer Park, you're like, that's a no-go. There's plenty other brands that are spring water.
Right.
But yeah, make sure you're reading those labels and seeing like what's in it. But Dasani, no, don't do it.
Yeah, I've gotten on my kick with the spring, and
Yeah.
it's hard to
Yeah.
go back. Once you
Same.
go to spring and you can't, you're
Exactly.
just like, okay, I can tolerate.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing about it too is like, yeah, once you get in that water kick to an extent, like you're gonna, like, you can try other things or whatever. You're not like the person that's just like, oh no, I don't like water. You allow yourself to be a little bit more open
to it.
to trying. Yeah.
And sometimes they have those little squirt or powders
Yes.
to put in water.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying they're healthy, but
Not
if
all of
you,
them.
yes, but if you're trying to get into the taste, you're more like a soda drinker or someone who drinks a lot of fruity drinks, it's an option
Yes.
to kind of bring you into the water element.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've used them because I love just regular water.
Right.
But if you're someone that's like, well, I'm not too keen, we just put a little drops and see if it's something for you. Try different ones or something like lemonade or something like that. And get yourself started to drink water. And you think about your kidneys, you think about your brain, you think about all your other organs. But then when it comes to your skin, you're just like, oh, it's all right. And we only get one.
One.
That's it.
Yeah.
We only get one.
And it makes a difference. Like, it truly does make a difference in so many ways. Like, if you get a cut, or anything like that, like your skin bounces back a lot quicker than if you just dusty out here.
Yeah.
If you crusty and dusty.
Right. Don't be crusty.
Don't be crusty and dusty. Not at this big age.
We have great exfoliants.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Now I'm just gonna tell you about my friend.
Okay.
My friend Takara with Skin Chic. She make a mean scrub.
Okay.
When I tell you that scrub is everything, she did a body scrub on me. I fell asleep, but when I came out polished.
Let's talk about this experience.
Yes.
You said she scrubbed you.
Yes.
What was this experience? Let's get into this, because this is what you can get this here.
You can get this here
at the Forever Young Spa.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. So Takara, her business is Skin Chic. And she's in here with me, and I love her to death, and she knows it. But she also makes products, amazing products. And so her scrub has kojic acid in it. That kojic is something serious. It has shea butter. It has all kinds of oils in it. So, and it has the brown sugar, and it emulsifies. So then it gets into a foam. So it's not the type where you wash and then it goes down and it's still the crystallized. It comes into a foam. So she asked me, she said, Jessica, would you mind me doing a scrub, body scrub, and filming it? I said, sure. So she did that. I'm telling you that she went all around with that scrub, my whole body. She started from neck all the way to the toes. And when I mean the toes, I mean the toes, in between them as well. Wow. Yes. So, and she did on the front, and she flipped me over and did the back. Now, I was covered right here, and I was covered on the front side and back side. So it's the comfort level is still suggested if you, however you want to. But
you can't be in your birthday suit.
Yeah,
or
don't
not.
be in your birthday suit.
Oh,
no.
don't be in your birthday suit?
No.
Oh, don't be in your birthday
Don't be
suit.
in your birthday suit.
Cover up.
We'll cover you up with towels. So we're very professional with
No, but you can be in your birthday suit underneath the towel.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah. We cleared that up.
Yeah, underneath the towels, you'll be in your birthday suit. We drape you. But anyways, it's amazing. So she did both, scrubbed me down, had her water, and did the whole 9. Now it's relaxing And you start to see, I didn't realize my skin needed that much polishing. Because we go and we get in the shower, we take, and then you do your scrub and everything. But when I actually went through the body scrub, I came out squeaky clean. Like you could go, one of those. And so I just suggest any and everybody to try it at least one time. She does the body scrubs here. I do the body scrubs. She makes soaps, body butters. They are all amazing. I do not push anybody out unless I know it works or I know that it's good. So if you don't mind tagging, we'll tag her at the bottom. If you want to buy, we'll put her website. You can purchase all this on her website, or you can actually come to Forever Young and get some of these products. But they are amazing.
So at the time you were a brown sugar babe. Shout out to D'Angelo.
Yeah.
You ain't got no business being gold, D'Angelo. You ain't got no business being gold. I'm still mad about it.
I know.
I was listening to him last night, and I said, every time I hear him, I say, you ain't got no business being gold.
No, not at all.
But
brings back memories.
It does. Man, speaking of D'Angelo had some good skin back then, too.
He did.
But yeah.
I don't know if he had an esthetician, but
he probably did.
He probably did.
But the men, though, y'all are not exempt.
No. We do the gentleman's facial.
Talk about it.
Ooh.
Talk about it.
The gentleman's facial is one where you come in feeling like a king. You come in and go out feeling like a king. So it's just like we actually give you that king experience because we don't want them to feel like, oh, this feels more like feminine.
Right, and it's not.
It's not. It's more of a masculine atmosphere when we do when you come in our treatment room, you will get that masculine feel because we're not going to treat you like, we're going to get in that beard, we're going to scrub in that face, and we're going to clean those pores and massage your face and just you're going to be relaxed. You're going to get a great mask because men need to realize women love a man with lovely skin. If you don't know this,
top tier,
know it now. Women look at men's skin and I'll be honest, sometimes they judge you
I do.
If they want to talk to you or not by your skin. So just put that in your back pocket.
Because I do. Because one thing for me, one thing I'm going to pay attention to, does this man wash his face? Because if not, first of all, I'm not going to be cuddling up with you because you're not going to get my skin dirty, for one. I can't have you polluting this skin that I take care of. Then I'm thinking about your pillowcases. Because are you washing them?
Probably not.
So therefore, it's enough for me.
It's a hygiene type of thing.
It is.
But going beyond. There's when they don't want to go beyond. Yeah.
So, men, with that being said, let's get into that right quick.
Right. Okay. So the gentleman's facial, it's an hour, about an hour and 15 hour and a half long, depending on how the skin looks. So
if it's a guy, for example, he's never he's like, I only wash my face with Dove. Or that 3-in-1. Where do you, from the time that he starts and by the time that he gets done, do you give him tips on what he should do for his skincare then on out? What certain products or anything? How does this work?
We do.
Okay.
So after having the treatment, because we want the experience to be nice and not go so much into the selling point or the consultation, and once that's done, and then talking about the treatment at the end. We'll talk about different products that work best for the skin. And it just depends on the individual. So some men are simple. They're like, I only can do a couple of products. If they're saying they use Dove soap, then we're going to suggest what's called a minimalist kit.
Yes.
So it's like a cleanser, toner, moisturizer. And
Perfect.
if you're feeling froggy, we want you to put that sunscreen on. Please put
Please put
that
that sunscreen on, y'all.
So we have that as well, but we try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
But those who were just like, I want a regimen, it doesn't matter. I want my skin right. Whatever I need, I want to get.
Yeah.
And we have those type. Because men get older, they're starting to recognize, oh my goodness, what's going on?
Yes.
So we'll have I have a sheet where I'll go through, okay, these are the products that you actually need to help jumpstart you. And then you'll know these are the ones that will work best for your skin.
Yeah.
And so what I do, I circle all of them and show them. But if somebody's like, well, I won't be able to get all that, then sometimes I just jump to the minimalist as well. So,
yeah. And you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I done told a few young men, hey, go to the store, get these 3 items. And they do. They actually have. And I'm like, I helped somebody.
You helped somebody.
Yeah. And so it lights my spirit up. Shout out to y'all that listen to me.
Yeah, because if it's helping them, boy, oh boy, that's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes they were looking for it, but they were like, oh, it's too feminine.
Exactly.
That's a feminine place. I don't want to go in no female place. But I try to put on my site, it's on the website, but also like on my social media, I've put men's, gentlemen's facials on there just to show. And it's just creating an atmosphere. The atmosphere I have is more the luxury, but I want to give the queen experience, the king experience. We do children's facials too. Yes. Children's and teens. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So no one's exempt. So we all have something for somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I just like that I keep the culture rounded. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter. When you walk through these doors, you are accepted of who you are. I just don't. I don't discriminate.
Right.
I just think that when you're working in the public, people, they come in to get a service.
Yeah.
They come in and get a service. You should not discriminate on anybody. I've had a lady, she came in here with a wheelchair.
Yeah.
God bless her soul, she had to bring her own ramp because I had just moved in and I didn't have a ramp.
Yeah.
But she did not mind. She was so sweet.
Yeah.
And so it's just like things like that. It's like you give people the treatment that you want to receive, and I know how I love to be treated.
I love to
be treated like a queen.
I know that's right.
So that part.
Sorry.
That part, yeah. So and then on top of that, it's so sweet how I'll get calls and husbands will do something special for their wives or girlfriends, and we do spa packages.
Yep.
And that's where you get you get a facial, a massage, foot detox, hand paraffin, eyebrow wax. You're being a robe and slippers. I have a charcuterie board.
Love a charcuterie.
Love a charcuterie. Yes. And they love it too.
Yeah.
And a nice beverage. And they love it. That's one of my popular packages. And I don't get any complaints because people need that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say want. Need for mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to take care of yourself.
Right.
You know, it's not just about the spa, but it's a start, right? For you to take other steps to help yourself.
Right.
And sometimes you just need to like take a step back, go into an environment maybe that you're not used to, and like let someone else take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Give you some tender love and care. And you can bring your loved one with you.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah.
So like, as you mentioned, like for guys, you know, no question is stupid. You know what I mean? They ask the questions. Women, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do this. But for the women that are out here and y'all are working day in and day
Oh
out and
yes.
you can't sit down and so forth, like, you know what I'm saying? Take a step forward into coming out to, let somebody, again, help you out.
Mhm.
Um, for our, and even those that may need, that have special needs as well, you too
Right. Right.
deserve the absolute
Mhm.
best.
Right.
So, like Jessica mentioned, like, anybody can come through these doors
Right.
over here.
And will be treated
Mm-hmm.
with respect and royalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get
Yeah.
into a little bit for our women that are the anti-aging
Mhm.
clients. What would you say to those women like that have not come in to see an esthetician that may be concerned? Where would you begin with them of starting this journey for anti-aging, or just taking care of their skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much that's important, taking care of the skin.
Yeah.
Sunscreen is a must. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's underrated,
Very
sunscreen,
much. Yeah.
because they don't realize how impactful the sun is on our skin and how it penetrates. Then it creates sunspots and hyperpigmentation. And that's why you get the spots on your face. You're like, what is going on? Well, your skin's not protected.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing that I normally talk to people about, is that I want to make sure you cover the basis of that. That has to be in your back pocket every day.
Mm-hmm.
But when they come in for a service, I suggest them doing the anti-aging treatment.
Okay.
So I skip past just the basic facial and go into that because that's going to go a little more in depth. I use what's called peptide firming cream,
Okay.
mask, sorry. And what's that going to do is tighten your skin, but it's going to leave it looking like a glassy, polished type of look.
Yeah.
So then I use products that are complementary to give you that firming look. Then I use red light therapy, and what red light therapy is going to do, it's like a dome I put over the face with the goggles, and it sits for about 15 minutes, and it's going to penetrate and help build collagen and elastin, keep your skin more youthful. And you probably heard about people doing it for their body, but yeah, for the face, a must. It's going to help with those lines and wrinkles. It's a treatment process, so don't expect to get it one time and be like, oh, I should have. I have one lady that she's been coming to me like you for 6 years.
Yeah.
And when I say that she looks the same than she did 6 years ago, I mean, she has not changed. I mean, that's just an example.
Yeah.
She has not changed. And it's amazing how consecutive you just have to continue just doing the skincare. Retinol is very important. It's a vitamin A derivative. So what it's going to do is help um, resurface your skin. And once it does that, it speeds up the skin turnover. So then you're not getting the crepiness. It's starting to give you more of a glow. Because once you start to, those dead skin cells, they kind of lay on your skin, not really having anywhere to go. You're not really washing them off. So as you start to have that and it starts to lift up off the skin, then that vitamin A is going to help speed it up. So then you're going to look younger.
Yeah.
So that's a vitamin A derivative. The retinol is something, if you are in your 40s, you need to be using retinol. You can start mid 30s, but 40s, if once you turn 40, at least go get some. At least see an esthetician to help get you on the right one, because that's going to be a game changer and really keep your skin looking young.
So, me, for example, I'm about to be in my mid 30s. And one of the things that I started to incorporate into my skincare routine is retinol. But it's the like a lighter version.
Right.
Because for some people, you have to build your way up to like the stronger doses, I guess,
Yeah.
of it. And so for me, I was like, well, let me take the baby steps. And so I have incorporated into my
That's
routine.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good that you took the initiative to do that,
Yeah.
especially knowing that the baby steps is what's going to really help, because you don't need to go full force. You probably have a reaction,
Right.
because some people, like I had one, I told her, I said, just use it. Now, she was a granted older lady, but I said, just use it twice a week, and then we'll bump it up. I'll let you know just when to bump it up. She came back, I've been using it every day. I said, no, not every day. I don't think she was listening to
Yo,
me. Yeah, I don't think
please.
she was listening to me. That's important. You have to listen to me.
Please listen to
Please.
your esthetician,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Please, you are not the
Right. So
professional.
I had to tell her. I had to wait a minute, just bring it back.
Yeah.
But she was so excited about it. But I said, no, ma'am. But starting your skincare, if you hadn't started now, please get started. Please get started, because you don't want to get to be 65 or even in your 60s and be like, man, if I would have taken care of my skin, I could have looked younger. And you'll see other people that are close to you in age. Wow, they look so good. And then you talk to them and they say, well, I do skincare and I do this and that. You're like, well, if you would have started
Yeah.
when you're supposed to and did all the things, it's an investment into self.
That.
Yes.
Cause it is an investment. But you know what though? It's one of the best investments I've
Yes.
ever made in my life. Because for me, my skincare, mine is a little bit more on the expensive side. I'm not even gonna hold you. Some of my things are affordable that you can find at like your local drugstore, Ulta. But it's not like, it's more like cleanser base, if you will, like that I don't use. It's like for my back. But like when it comes to my face, I spend some money on that, okay? And I'm not mad at it. When it's time to pay for it, I'm like, dang, this is ridiculous. But the results,
They show.
they show. Like they do, and I can't deny it. Now you do have those brands, they might be taking your money. But
Right.
going to an esthetician, going to a dermatologist for them to recommend products, which is what my esthetician did. She recommended a brand to me. If y'all want to sponsor me one day, I'll be glad. I'll be glad to take that sponsorship. Dermalogica to be exact. And, but with that being said, it is an investment.
Right.
If you're somebody that's really big on like your skin and how it looks and how it feels, like you're gonna have to invest. You got to be consistent.
Right. That's important.
You're not only investing your money, but you're also investing your time and consistency. But I promise you that the rewards are
Amazing.
amazing. So I guess like let's start from the basics for somebody, right? Like you said, for the men, the basics is a cleanser, toner, moisturizer,
Right.
and sunscreen.
Right.
If
Sunscreen too.
you're willing to go the extra mile, would you say that for your beginner in her 40s and up? What would you starting from the beginning?
Starting from the beginning, depending on the skin type.
Yeah.
The cleanser, of
Yeah.
course. A lot of times, women, we're more into our skin, so more likely to want to push through and go over to the next step.
Yes.
So we would want to do either the vitamin C, or we would want to do a peptide serum. There are different serums that you can use, but as long as you get something that is by itself, like we had mentioned earlier, the niacinamide by itself, vitamin C by itself, retinol by itself. Your serum should, if you want them to be effective, they need to be single.
Not all in one thing.
If they're in one, it can be 0.0001.
Yeah.
And then the rest, the cream, and they're like, yes, this is retinol cream.
Right.
And it's not, because with FDA, they can just say it has just a minuscule amount and then market it as being such. So you have to really be careful with that. That's why I'm talking to your esthetician.
That's right.
But then I would go into doing like a moisturizer. um, and then sunscreen. So it's about the basics of the same,
Mm-hmm.
but more of sending more of the treatment. A lot of women want to go ahead with the anti-aging with the retinol in there. So it
Mm-hmm.
would probably be 5 step instead of the 4 step.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, don't let it overwhelm you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, this is your journey.
Right.
And I would say, like, for me, you just have to gradually build up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, fortunately, I started at a young age. So all I had was cleanser and
Mm-hmm.
moisturizer.
Right.
And then when I got older, I then added the vitamin C serum,
Mm-hmm.
the toner,
Mm-hmm.
and also my niacinamide and sunscreen.
Yes.
So, over time, when you start to educate yourself a little bit more and you learn about certain things like the impurities in the air, like
Mm-hmm.
you still should wear sunscreen in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially if you're in a place that has like snow,
Mm-hmm.
because I was told like the light reflects off of the snow or whatever, and it's more intense or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And some people really, their skin becomes really damaged because of the interaction, I think, with the lighting or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. But like, don't underestimate, like Jessica said, sunscreen.
Right. Right.
It's not just the summertime. It's
No.
all year.
All year long. Oh, and then fluorescent lights
Yes.
are another factor too. Those can cause an effect on our skin as well. So just think about if you are up under a light, then yes, you need to be wearing sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you don't have to wear it when you're going to bed. That's sleepy time. You just going to bed. You don't
Good
have to
point.
wear it. So
Yeah.
wear it during the day. And they say to when you wear sunscreen in the morning, it's they really want you to put it on every 2 hours with clean hands, but that's not realistic.
Mm.
So at least do if you can do it in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you have some in your pocketbook or in your pocket or in a bag to do it, wash your hands and put some on during the day. And if you can't, I know life gets busy. At least put it on in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Just at least.
That's
But
what I
if
do.
the summertime when y'all are out in the sun, you will have to keep reapplying. I'm not gonna say do that when when people are direct sunlight, when you outside and you say I'm going sunbathing, please put it on. That's where that
Mm-hmm.
skin cancer comes up.
Yeah.
And some of my clients said, I hear that a lot. I wish I would have known.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And we have to have some talks, but it's if you're young and you can prevent it, prevention is the key.
Now, speaking of the young, let's talk to the parents.
Oh
So,
yes.
our parents that have preteens, teenagers that are coming up, where would you encourage them to begin for their kids?
Well, mostly when they're adolescent because they start to go through the hormones, the skin
Mm-hmm.
breaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of times it just is what it is with the hormones because hormones plays a big factor in
Yeah.
their skin and their, of course, a diet just like an adult and all the things. But getting your child on a regimen
Mm-hmm.
helps them throughout their life. It just does. And whenever they have clogged pores, let's say if they're very acneic, then I can go through cleanse the skin, cleanse the blackheads, the whiteheads, do treatment on the acne, and go through all that and help give them a jump start to help them prolong. And if their skin is one that needs the extra monthly
Mm-hmm.
treatment, then we'll do so.
Yeah.
But if theirs is like, okay, they need just to figure out their skin and
Mm-hmm.
go through a regimen, and I just want to get them a good cleansing,
Mm-hmm.
then we can do that as well. And I can look at the skin like, okay, they need to come for every month for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could say, this one would be good for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Or they need to come every 2 weeks until we can get this skin eradicated. It just depends. But cleansing the skin, drinking plenty of water, eat. These diets are crazy.
Yeah.
Fast food, all these chips
Those
and
guys will do
sodas
it.
and all the things.
Yeah.
Because all I have to do is say, okay, what's your diet? They're scared to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
But I already know. I just want to see if they can tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to kind of say, I know it's not going to be perfect because, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But at least try to eliminate something and replace it with something good. So eliminate the bag of chips. But if you want a snack, get an apple or orange or something healthy. And that could kind of help. And over time, they don't realize it. Over time, they'll incorporate the healthy throughout.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't tell them that. I just say, swap it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I love sometimes, like older people, as just like you start to pay attention to stuff. And I've had conversations with people, and they be like, "Oh, my skin's starting to break out. I need to cut down on my sugar." And it's like, yeah, like you when you start taking care, when you start eating better, and then you might do something, you might eat something that you had in your past, or you're like, "Oh, I'm eating this a little bit too much." You then see the result in your skin, and it's like, I need to chill out now because I'm overdoing it.
Yeah, I got an example of that.
Give me
So,
an example.
as being an esthetician, I still want to drink my sodas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was one where I didn't drink sodas, and then I started back drinking sodas. It was for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't like diet sodas. So I was like, oh, I want the real stuff. But I was wanting, and I already knew this, that I need to come off it for my face to act right. But I'll get acne spots, and I was like, I'm going to do this and do that. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, but the thing was I had to stop drinking sodas, and I didn't want to. And my boyfriend was like, you need to stop drinking sodas. I said, I know, but I want to drink it. So if I had a bump come up, he was like, did you drink a soda? I'm like, yeah, only a little bit. So now I can't drink sodas or my face will break out. So it's real. It's not that it's made up. It happens to a lot of people. You just can't drink or eat what you want and still expect your skin to look good. So I'm telling you.
Yeah, because that gut.
It's serious.
That gut, baby, let me tell you, it's gonna take it in. But I promise you it's gonna come right back out.
Right.
And it's gonna show one way or the other.
It's gonna show. And if you're young, please get started on your workouts, eating right. Because as you get older.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I'll say for me, like, I was very active as a kid. I was outside all the time. I was a Girl Scout. I danced. I was in the marching band, color guard. So I was very active. And also that required a lot of sweating. And so we weren't on phones as much back then. But them phones, if you put them on your face and you're touching everything and then touching your phone and stuff like that, that too plays a part in your skin as well, because the oils from your hands, you've been touching your hair and everything else, you already naturally produce oil as it is. But then when you're touching everything else and other people's oils and bacteria and things like that, and then you all on your phone, touching on your face, you're done.
It's done.
You're done.
Oh, and I don't want to forget this. Pillowcases.
Ooh, them pillowcases.
Please change out your pillowcases weekly. If you can change them out more, that would be great. But don't go past a week. Because a lot of people don't realize that that's another factor too, with your face going, the oils and the pillowcases, your face going back and forth. So when I do tell people and they get facials, I was like, make sure you change your pillowcases. Make sure you wipe down your phone. Do not touch your face. Try to make it a habit not to touch your face. Even with people touching your face, they're like, oh, girl, your skin looks so good. And they just come out, you're like, wait. Like, I do not let anybody touch my face. It Even my daughter, she's so sweet, and she want to kiss me on my cheek and put her face to my face, and I'm just like, I love you too, but oh my gosh,
Yes.
I know you haven't washed your face yet,
Exactly.
but I love her to death. But it is a thing where you just have to be careful with your face. That's the first thing people see. People judge you off your face all the time, and if you're trying to get a job, or if you're in any type of public job, then people are looking at
This
your
is your
face.
face card.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, but people judge. I mean, even if you don't judge, people judge you, and so
Yeah. And guys, let me tell you something. I love a beard. I love it. But again, y'all are collecting. You got your skin cells in the beard. Y'all are brushing and combing and doing all the things, but you gotta wash it
you
too.
gotta wash it. And a lot of men get ingrown hairs.
Those ingrowns
I get a
eat
lot
y'all
of
up.
men who come in with ingrown hairs. So if you have the ingrown hairs issue, you can still call. I do extractions and help you with the process of getting on ingrowns. And you have to exfoliate. You have to, because you're shaving. The hairs, and when they grow back, they're curling back into the skin when they grow. So you have to just keep that in mind too. And just because there's hair there doesn't mean it can get infected, because the ingrown hairs can get affected. And then when I go in, I'm going through it, but it's just, I don't mind, because I love what I do. I love doing extractions, but on the safety part of it, just doing the extractions, this is a little gruesome, but it'll have the bleeding from the pus, from the infection. So but we don't want it to get worse. So then I had to flick the hair out.
Yeah.
And it's something that men don't realize, that you have to take care of these ingrowns, or it can get infected and get worse. Then you get those bumps, and then they stay there. And just go ahead and take care of your skin while you're at a good place.
Yeah, just put a little bit in your budget to the side and come to Jessica, to be specific. But if you're not in the area, go to a good esthetician. Look at those reviews. 4 points or higher.
You're right.
Reviews. Don't just go to anybody.
Right.
Okay, just because you know them and they're charging a little less.
That's not always the best.
That's not always the best. It's not. Just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's the best.
Right.
And so back to those pillowcases again. Wash them, you guys. Now too, with the seasons changing in winter, we're going to be inside more probably. So therefore, like, you're going to be on those pillowcases a lot more probably.
Right.
You're going to be on the couch a little bit more, and on your phone a little bit more. And so with the seasons changing, do you have any tips for, again, everybody's not a one size fits all, but with the seasons changing, what are things that you recommend for hydration, lubrication, all the things? What?
Well, the main thing that people need to use is the hyaluronic acid.
Okay.
Yes. So that's that locks in 10 times the moisture than water would on your face. So what you would do after you wash your face, don't just wipe the water off. Keep the water on your face and they have ampules, or they have the pipettes. An ampule is like a little plastic container where you pop it, and it has a little bit of serum. You can squeeze out the contents, so it's like a singular size.
Yes.
So you can use it up to 2 times. So it depends on how much you need. But I wish I have an ampule back there, but so you twist it off, squeeze, and put it over your face.
Yes.
And that's going to give you that moisture. Then you'll go ahead and put your moisturizer on and the sunscreen, all the things. But it's going to lock in that moisture, so you need it all year long. So all year long, your skin's looking hydrated. People are going to be like, oh, wow, your skin looks amazing. You'll get that a lot People will pay attention.
And my moisturizer has
Yes.
hyaluronic acid in it.
Yeah.
But I will say lately, because I'm up in the mornings, and so I know it's cooler, or when I go to bed, I put like extra on now because the air, the wind and stuff is blowing, so it's likely to make you dry out quicker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I just like put a little extra, or if I know I might be a little tired, then I'll put like extra underneath my eyes, especially
Yeah.
to lock that in.
And like you'll plump your face up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to do. Plump your face up.
Yeah.
Give you like a booster. So yeah, like if you're in the morning, especially in the morning when you're tired, it's especially great to put on. You know, going throughout your day.
Yeah.
And you can reapply. Yeah, you can definitely reapply because after a time it starts coming off and all the things. But keeping your skin hydrated and looking nice, that's the best way to go.
And so let's tap into this right quick. The way, like when we were talking about washing your face, right? With what should you wash your face?
So
Washcloth, hands. What are we doing?
So start with your hands. Okay, this is what I do because I see that it works.
Okay. What do you do?
So I'll put some in my hand, have it a little wet. I wipe my face with my cloth, get a little wet. Then I go over my face and just use my face and get a good lather.
Your hand.
With my hands.
Yeah.
And after that, get my good lather, then I go over with the washcloth and wipe it off.
Okay.
I'm not wanting to do the splash on the face.
Yeah.
That I feel like I'm being suffocated. So, so if it's somebody that, I love splashing my face, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I personally, I don't know. I just feel like somebody's trying to drown me in the water, and I'm just like, no. So
leave it for the commercials.
Yeah. So that's perfectly fine. Just doing it one way or the other.
Okay. And then, so for me, what I do, I wash with my hands. First of all, I wash my hands first.
Yes.
That's key. Clean hands. Let's start there. And then I use my hands and I double cleanse regularly. If I wear makeup, I use a cleansing oil and then I triple cleanse.
That's better.
For my makeup.
Right.
Yeah. But I use my hands and I use mild or lukewarm water. Because extra hot water will dry you out.
Right, it will.
And then you're going to be looking crazy. Because I've done that before.
Oh, wow.
Like, it wasn't like scorching hot.
Yeah.
But like some women love like extra hot showers. And so if you do wash your face in the shower, what you like on your body is not good for your face. You got to turn that down. So that's why I say that, or I mention that for the people of like, don't use extra hot water on your face.
Right.
If you can take, I don't care if you can take it. Your face, is so much more gentle than your actual body. Even your back, like from here and your back, those are two different surfaces that can take different things.
Right.
And your face,
it's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah,
because it's the depth of your skin. It's the thickness. Think about the thickness of your face than the soles of your feet. There are different thickness of your skin. So your face is thinner than it would be, like you said, on your back or on your hand or arm. It just depends.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, there you have it, y'all. I hope that this was very helpful for you. Jessica, you are fantastic as always. I love being with this woman, y'all. When I come to her, I'll be having a little therapy session. She don't know it, but I'll be having a little therapy session just to talk it out sometimes about what's going on in my life and so forth. But I come here, it is a spa where you just... It's a great atmosphere. If you ever considered it, please come and try it out. Again, let's let the people know how they can find you.
So, you can find me at www.foreveryoung spasc.com. I am located at 1400 Bowling Springs Road, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29303. You can find me on Instagram at Forever Young Spa SC. You can find me on Facebook at Forever Young Spa LLC. Put a period over, I believe there's so many out there. And just follow me, like me, and all the things that you do on social media. And that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
864-598-9832 if you want to give me a call.
Yes.
Yes.
So make sure y'all connect. Make sure you support Forever Young Spa for real. Because again, I've been coming here for years, and if you know me, I don't play about my skin. You can come up close to me. I'm not afraid. You can look at it. You can see what's going on. Okay. She also waxes as well, you
Yes.
guys.
Wax.
Okay. So check her out. Check her out. And make sure that you connect with Black and Healthy. You can subscribe to the podcast on Apple or Spotify. And make sure you also subscribe on YouTube. Y'all, this was a long video. So if you need to take a break, pause us. Come back. If you're listening on the podcast, again, pause us. Come back. Take notes. Grab a snack. Get a charcuterie board.
Ooh, love it.
Okay, with a little bit of something yummy yum. I ain't gonna say what, but something yummy yum. You know, and just learn about how you can invest in you. How can you nourish your body, your skin, and help those around you as well, your family. And make sure you go to www.blackandhealthy.com. And again, connect with us on Instagram and Facebook as always. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, again, we hope that we were helpful to you on this episode. And we will see you again next time. Bye, y'all.